Hello again, back again for another video. Today it's a little different. I have I thought this was going to be like a new Guitar Day video, but instead it's new Guitar Day, broken Guitar Day. So over here I have a Jackson. It's a Jackson Soloist X. I think it's the SLX4. I think this one's called. And this one, it came in broken. This came in broken headstock. Yeah. So I'm going to show you right here. So right this way, you really can't quite tell. Looks okay. As you can see, the strings were all broken off when the guitar came in. And of course, it was odd because these strings are still have tension on them. You know, it still have tension, but the strings were, broken. It came in a gig bag, shipped by UPS. The seller shipped it to me by UPS. And generally, I don't usually have any problems with UPS. But when I got this guitar, when I saw the strings were broken like this and there was tension up here, something was a little concerning. And so when you flip the guitar over, you can see, I'll stand up here, you can see all the damage on the back. Matter of fact, this is like, you can see where it's separated. This is raised. I don't know if it's hard to see where it's kind of up here, raised up, or kind of broke this way, I guess. Paint off here, and you can see the crack. Let's see here, like this. You can see the crack going through here, there, and on this side here, a bit of the chipped off. Let's see, right here, broken, all this, and yeah, pretty bummer, real much, yeah, definitely a bummer. Yeah, I saw this on Reverb, and I really liked it because it was something a little bit different. The price was very good. And the thing that was really interesting about the guitar was that it had some upgrades to the pickups. It didn't just have the standard Duncan designed rail pickups. It had these are actually Billy Gibbons Red Devil pickups by Seymour Duncan, which I didn't even know existed. I looked them up. These are pretty hot pickups for the most part. This is like a 13, almost 14K. These two are about almost 12K each. This is like 11.9, 11.7, something like that. The bridge had an upgrade also. You can see it has, some extra work. These brass fine tuners. You can see there's some more pieces done here. I believe the person who had it also did the saddles, replaced the trim. It's just like pretty much just you slide it in there. They replaced the trim there, the arm piece. This whole unit. It also has a brass block in it, a fat brass block. So needless to say, I was very excited about getting this. I mean, this is something guitar I've always been very interested in. I mean, I don't need another guitar. You know what I mean? I've got, as you can see behind me, I've got this rack of guitars here, and I've got more over there, and I've got some over here. I got plenty of guitars, but for the price of the guitar, again, I saw this on Reverb. I just decided, you know what? For the kind of money, I can, you know, if I like the guitar, I can keep it. If not, I can maybe turn it around and sell it, make a little profit on it, you know, because again, it's got these, you know, it's been heavily modified pretty much. But again, like I said, it came in broken, you know, as you can see, headstock break. As a matter of fact, you can't even see where it's kind of like on here. On this right here, you can see where it's like the edge, like this piece, it's shifted. You know, this is kind of coming off here. The Jackson, this almost like a plate. So, again, more of the break. You know, you can see there, I got a little light on there. You can see the whole. So I'm glad I got this. When I got it, I actually got the guitar. It's actually been long, you know, been a week and a half now. I've had it actually, you know, and I work at nighttime, so I actually was getting ready to leave for work when UPS delivered the guitar, because my UPS guy is like kind of like clockwork. He comes around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like clockwork every time. So I saw him coming across the street with the box, and so I figured, you know what, maybe before I go to work, maybe pull this out of the box and check it out. So I'm really glad I did and didn't wait, because boy, what a disappointment when I opened that gig bag, you know, and I saw all this. I'm like, oh God, this is just, what a shit show. So I immediately contacted the seller. I just said, you know, I got a problem. I said, this guitar came in with a broken neck, and I told him, I said, you know, I just want to get my money back, or send it back, or I don't know how you want to handle this. I said, I hope you have insurance on this thing, but you know, something happened, you know, from when it left his hands out in western Pennsylvania near, I think he lives out maybe near Pittsburgh or something like that, I'm not sure, to where I live in South Jersey. And he got back to me pretty quick, and he was very, you know, he was really cool about it. He was very apologetic. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I can't believe this happened, I've never had this happen before. I said, dude, you know, it's okay. You know, what are you going to do? I mean, these things happen. I mean, you know, but he said he did have it insured through Reverb, actually, because my concern was that and again, I think he did a great job boxing the guitar up. He had it in like a Charvel box. He had it in the gig bag, which is over there. So the guitar was in the gig bag. It was slipped into this Charvel box, and it was, you know, a lot of great packaging around the neck and everything. You know, taped up real good. And I guess when I got the box, when I looked at the box, I mean, I didn't notice anything unusual about the box. The box seemed fine. It wasn't, there wasn't any big dents in it or anything like that, or something weird. So I didn't think anything was a problem. There was a problem. What I think, and again, nothing against the seller, because I think the seller was super awesome. I mean, he was really nice about it. He said, I'm going to get right on this. We're going to get this resolved. And so, but I think if he had now the Charvel box is like, sort of like what you would see, kind of a small box, you know, like maybe like a guitar case would be slipped into the Charvel box. And then you would take that box, that Charvel box, kind of fairly small box, maybe put it into a bigger box with some packaging material, and then taped up. I think what he did, and if he had taken that Charvel box and put that into a little bit bigger box with more packaging, I think it may have been okay. And that was my concern, because I'm thinking, if he shipped this UPS, and I'm thinking, my concern was that I know how UPS is, and they are very specific about how things are shipped through them, and you have got to meet their standards in order for them to insure anything. I know this because I've shipped guitars through UPS before, and they want you to use their boxes, their packing material, everything. But then he told me he had insured it through Reverb, and so I said, okay, cool. And so it took this it got to me. This got to me on a Wednesday or Thursday. He got right on it. Like I said, Reverb got back to him right away. They were really cool about it. He said, okay, we're going to look into the whole matter. We might be in contact with you, the seller, and the buyer. He sent me a screenshot of what Reverb had sent to him. And like I said, I snapped a lot of pictures of this whole neck, of the headstock to him. He couldn't believe it. He's like, holy crap, I don't believe this. This is unbelievable. He says, looks like they took the box and like spiked it like a football, So either way, it is what it is. So I said, yeah, I know. I said, but I told him I thought he did a very good packing job. I didn't think it was a bad packing job whatsoever. I've seen guitars come to me like that, and they've been fine. So long story short, it took about, I think, a week later, I got a notice from Reverb, because what I did was I didn't buy the guitar out of, I actually didn't, I had spent no money out of my own pocket for this at that point. I went through a firm on Reverb at the finance company to purchase this guitar, and I figured I'd pay for it in installments, like $45 a month or whatever it was going to be for a year. So that's how I went through. So I literally had put no money out of my own pocket for this at that point. So what happened was that he had insured. He got his money back. He got his money through the insurance, through Reverb, and then Reverb then also sent back the money to a firm, and then basically Reverb sent me an email basically stating their apologies about what happened with the guitar. We're so sorry. We've sent back your monies to a firm or something to that effect. And then pretty much at the bottom of the page it said that you can basically keep the guitar, do with it what you want. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of cool. I mean, I know it's a broken guitar, but I mean, at least the idea of me having to pack it up and ship it off and all that kind of stuff is going to cost me money out of my pocket to ship this thing. So, but Reverb was like, the seller got taken care of, I got taken care of, and then Reverb said, you can just keep the guitar. And so I did contact the seller of the guitar just to let him know what was going on. And I said, look, thank you for taking care of everything. Thank you for being so on it, getting right on it and taking care of business with this thing. And he was like, no problem. So sorry what happened. And I did tell him, I said, that Reverb told me that I could just keep the guitar at this point. And I told him I was looking into trying to find out what it would take to fix the headstock here. And the seller told me he had a guitar fixed, headstock done on a base of his. I think it cost him like $150. So I'm gonna look into it. I think it could be salvaged. I've had breaks before. I had one of my guitars back here. This one right here. This was a Chinese Les Paul, we'll say, that was shipped to me and had a completely broken neck also. And I was able to get that fixed. And that was about 10 years ago, and it's still, the fix on that guitar was perfect. So I'm pretty sure I can get this done. So if I can get this fixed for like $150 or $200, hopefully $150, that would be that wouldn't be bad. So, in all, I mean, I basically got a free guitar with some nice pickups in it. Like I said, these are Duncan Red Devil. These are Billy Gibbons Red Devil pickups. And like I said, a modified Floyd Rose. It's a Floyd Rose special that was modded. So it was definitely a lot of upgrade. So like I said, for the price of guitar, like initially the price, I think I paid, it was going to be like $430, financed, of course. And to me, it seemed like a win because between just the pickups alone are worth almost 300. And then the modified bridge has got value, and then you got the rest of the guitar. So for 430, I thought it was an absolute win all around. But it was, but with a little bit of an issue. So anyway, that's the video. I know I'm going on a little bit long here. Wanted to try to keep it slightly short. Anyway, that's my story about new guitar day, broken guitar day, with the Jackson Soloist X4 or something like that, whatever they call this. Back in the day, this was the Jeff Beck had a guitar. It looked looked like this, except for it was orange with the white pickguard. So anyway, that's about it. You can leave your comments or questions about it if you'd like. Hey, well, have a good one. Until next time. Did I go off? I didn't go off. Got this little thingy here, a little remote to turn off my my new setup here with my phone and this little thingy here. So let's try it again. Later on. Later.